Hi, I'm Angela Nicholson, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you some of the most important aspects of Lightroom 4. So the first phase is to import some images into Lightroom, and we do this by clicking the Import button and then locating the files that we want to import. Lightroom has automatically detected that I've got a USB stick plugged in with some images, and it's selected them automatically. Now there are a few images on this card I don't want to import, so I'm just going to go down and uncheck these boxes so they don't come in. So now I've only got the images selected that I want to import, and I can just import them. So I just hit the import button, and there we go. So let's have a look around the Lightroom interface. As you can see around the centre here, we've got some thumbnails of the images, and this is the work area. Over on the left we've got the navigator, which shows the selected image and the folders that I've been using. On the right hand side we've got the histogram, and we can make some quick development or adjustments to the image using these controls here. I can also add keywords at this stage. So imagine I want to label this image flowers. I just hit return, and that's been added, and you can see there's a tab here, or a little marker, which shows that we've got a keyword. Now if I want to give a couple of images keywords, I just click to select them, hold control, click that one, and then click this one. And now I'm going to type in here buildings. And as I hit return, they'll all be given the same keyword. So I can just click on that, and you can see that's labeled buildings. That one's got the keyword flowers, buildings, buildings. And you can just keep adding keywords as you like. You'll notice along the bottom here there are several viewing options for your images, or how the workspace is arranged. So I've got the grid view selected at the moment, but I could click the loop view to get a larger view of the image, and if I just click fill, it will fill the frame with the image, or go to 1:1. And I can drag this around to see different areas of the image. Now you might find that you need to see a bit more of your image, and it's helpful to use the tab key, there we go, just to hide the panes on either side, and hit tab again, they'll come back. Alternatively, you can hit shift tab to clear more of the screen, and then shift tab to bring it back again. So that's quite a useful way of seeing more of your image. If you want to see a different image, just click on the one in the film strip beneath. So now let's take a look at how we actually edit images in Lightroom, and to do that I just need to click on the develop option up here. And now you can see on the right hand side we've got a whole selection of adjustment options, and they're actually the same options as you get in Camera Raw. But if you like, you can start off by using some preset adjustments. You don't have to start from scratch. So let's say I'm going to start by creating a black and white image of this. If I just click on Lightroom black and white filters presets, I'm going to see how it looks with an orange filter and a red filter. Let's see what a red high contrast filter looks like. Right, I'm going to stick with the orange filter. I prefer that. Now that doesn't have to be the end of the story, because I can actually make adjustments to this preset adjustment. So perhaps I'm going to adjust the curve. Just going to brighten those highlights and darken those shadows a little bit more. So that's a tone curve adjustment. Or I could go to the black and white adjustments and just play around with the black and white mix. Just move the sliders. So it's all working in exactly the same way as the controls do in Camera Raw. And if I don't like what I've done, I can just hit the reset button and we go back to the beginning. There we are. Now if you want to work on a different image, all you need to do is select it in the film strip at the bottom, and it'll appear in the workspace. And then you can zoom in, if you like, to 1:1 or 100% on screen. Use the navigator to move to where you want to be, so you can assess the sharpness and the detail of any adjustments that you make. So let's fit that back in the screen again. Now you notice down here there's a soft proofing option, and if I check that, it shows the image as it will appear when printed on the selected printer and with the paper that I've selected. Now I can make adjustments and know that what I get from my printer will be the same as I get on the screen. Now say if I make an adjustment, I get the option to save a proof copy which reflects the changes I've made. So I'm just going to hit create proof copy, and now I can work on this in the knowledge I'm working on a separate image and not affecting the original, and this should be the one that I would print. Now let's take a look at printing images from Lightroom, and I want to enter the print module, so I just click on that option. Let's just close that, and you can see it's telling me which printer I've got selected, but there's no paper selected, so I need to do that first. So to do that, I'm going down to the page setup options, and now I go to properties, and I'll select the paper that I want to use. So I'm going to use the premium photo paper glossy. That's fine. OK. And hit OK. Now you notice over here there's the template browser where you can select all sorts of different templates that you might want to use. Let's just take a look at one. And that's showing how the printer will produce a 4:6 image on an A4 piece of paper. Now if I want to print more than one image, all I need to do is, let's just reveal the film strip below, select them all by using Shift and the mouse button, and now you can see it's created 9 separate prints. But what if I wanted to turn them into a contact sheet? All I need to do is click the contact sheet option, and there you see it's arranged them all on the page. Now to print that, all I need to do is hit print 1, and that will print that page. If I go to print, click that option, I get the properties page and it sets up the printer, but I've already done that when I did the page setup option earlier, so I'll just cancel that for now, and I can press print 1 and that would come out. But let's go back to a single image template, and now if I want, I can actually edit the template by just dragging these marks around, and as I increase it in size, so increase the image in size, Lightroom will automatically interpolate the image so that the quality is maintained. If I want to add a stroke border, I just check this option and I can make it thicker or thinner. If I just click in here, I can adjust the colour, but I'm going to leave it at black. Now you notice when I was moving the margins, I was actually changing the cell size that the image appears in. You could do it just by dragging it, which is nice and intuitive, or you can slide these up and down. You can do the same thing with the margins, which are over here, or you can just drag them. And that's it. This time if I hit print 1, it'll actually print each of those images that's selected once, so I'll get 9 prints. So you need to be aware of that before you hit print and find you've run out of paper and ink. So that's a little introduction to Lightroom 4.